Hello everyone, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. So in today's video, we will be watching the behind of the scenes of this elegant kente gown. So let's dive right into it. Dealing with brown papers and kente basically coordinates in so many other ways because most of the times there has to be patterns and connectivities and stuff like that because of how the kente comes in. Okay, so now this is a new ish. We have a plain kente and either two patterns, or you would get two patterns and then maybe like two plain and then one pattern. So you would have to get up, make your sketches, and make sure the whole thing connects. It comes out as perfect as it can. So this is what you see me doing here. I drafted everything on my pattern. So after that, I transferred it onto the kente. But the normal yards of kente isn't as much as a normal yard. Okay, so 2 yards of kente might be equivalent to either a yard or maybe a 1.5 yard of a normal fabric. That is the irony when it comes to working around kente, and you just don't want people to be buying much because of the cost of it as well. So this is what I found myself doing with every client pieces when the need arises. Okay, so I drop them on my brown paper, make sure that I coordinated, add my paper tape here. There was a slant in this section, so I needed to make sure it connected. And here in this section I was cutting the back, so after I was done with the patterns in front of the slit, I had to actually join it together with the paper tape and also do the back section of it. And that is what you see me doing here. And yep, there was a need for me to get a zip allowance, make sure that the tail flows, that it had to flow. And that is what you see me doing there as well. But hey, if you have any kente there, you want us to do kente beading, you want us to do sewing for you, we are open for business. Kindly do call us. Our WhatsApp number will be in the bio. That is also our call-in number. You can save it and call us either on WhatsApp, or you can just, no more calls or whatever way you can access us. Kindly do. All our social media handles will also be in the description, so kindly do that as well. So here in this section, you can see me doing the sewing. After the cutting, I had to hurry up and come and do the joinings that has to be done because kente is a yentoma, meaning woven cloth. It is always must to make sure the moment you start cutting it, you start the sewing as well. You don't want it to be lying down. Before you realize, the pieces will just start dropping off and the whole yentoma has just unwoven itself. So it's always best that you make sure you complete it the day or even in the shortest possible time that you can, and be extra careful with it when you're working around it. So here I was pinning it and making sure that I could actually work around the person's measurement. Yes, this is what you see me doing here. This is her measurement, and that is the tail or the down section of the kente. Yep, that is what you see me doing here. Don't forget to like this video. Like I said, don't forget to watch our adverts. Don't forget to watch adverts that shows here. It really does help the channel, especially when it comes to the monetization part. This is for free, so the best and the only way you can also help us is to watch the adverts that shows on the videos. So kindly do watch them to help the channel grow its monetization status, so that we can do more projects, get more exciting projects, get more materials, and do more exciting projects, so that we can all learn something new every other time. Thank you very much for that. I know you're gonna do that. Don't forget to like and share as well. So here in this section, I was actually going to be attaching the crinoline, which is also known as the horsehair. I got my bias so that I can sew it to the trim. The edges of it, because it's because of how the horsehair is. If you don't do that, you might either hurt yourself, or before you are done with the sewing, the whole thing has actually fallen off, and woven itself off of it. So it's always best to make sure that you just do that. Okay, just the best. And it's always cool and so nice when you attach ironing to working on projects. When you're working on projects and you iron it every step of the way, it just helps so very much to make sure that you achieve nothing but the best. And it makes it so easy for you to do it in the shortest possible time. So after this section, I was actually done with the horsehair attachment or the crinoline attachment. Yes, and then I was making sure that all other things that had to be sewn were being sewn. She wanted a slit in front, so I was making sure that she got that. And this is how the tail is dripping, This is how the tail is dripping. Ikea, thank you so very much for trusting us on this beautiful piece. This is how the tail is dripping, and this is how the whole dress was looking like. This section was left with the beading. For Ikea, I made her come around to do her fitting before I could start the beading. So this is what you see me doing here. After she was done with the fitting and everything that had to be done, I just went straight into it to start the beading. The whole beading tutorial will be uploaded, or it has been uploaded already. So I will be leaving the description. I will be leaving the link in the description. Sorry. And hey, bead and spin is all available in so many different sizes. Kindly do send me a message on WhatsApp or call me to place an order for your bead and spin. It helps you to achieve a lot of things in the shortest possible time. If you're working and there is a need for you to get a gadget to help you finish as early as it is, it's always best to make such a great investment, because time is money. Time is money. So this was what we did. A whole video will be uploaded as well. So this is how it was going with the beading. This was how it was going after everything was done, fitting was done. It was just left with the beading. And here in this section, we were completely done with the whole piece here. Yes, we were attaching some bicons and some crystals to it to just make it look a little bit nicer and beautiful. So here at this section too was the hand. I actually used the flat clasp back for the hands for the beading. I actually didn't use the sequin as it was, but I used the other type, which was a flat cut back. And this was how the whole project was looking at the end of the day. Yes, this is how the tail was dripping. This is how the whole back was looking like. Can you see the borderline? Just look at the borderline. Oh yeah, can you see the slits, how it is coordinated? This was what we wanted to achieve. That was why we were just sticking those brown papers up and down. And here it is. We are finally done with the piece. Thank you so very much, Ikea, for trusting me on this beautiful piece. And yes, you made a beautiful bride. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Don't forget to send us a message on WhatsApp. Place orders now. We are open to take all your orders. Thank you very, very much for watching till the end. I really do appreciate this. Have a lovely life. Stay safe. XOXO.